Be bold and blunt. Be bold and blunt. Spell club with two B's. Be bold and blunt. Be bold and blunt. Spell club with two B's. We spell club with two B's. Keeping it bold on the mic. Politics, love, music. Who had sex last night? It's not hard to pick one. We like to laugh and have fun. Culture Club is that podcast hosted by the realest ones. Oh, be bold and blunt. Bold and blunt. Spell club with two B's. Oh, be bold and blunt. Bold and blunt. Be bold and blunt. Bold and blunt. Spell club with two B's. Culture Club, Culture Club. We are. Culture Club, Culture Club. We are. Culture.
What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you guys for tuning into ACTVPLUS here on YouTube. You are watching Culture Club, where we spell club with two V's because we like to be bold and blunt. Like always, we're going to reintroduce ourselves from our right to our left. State your day and why you are happy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mega Body. I'm happy because I got friends and family that love on me, a baby that loves me, man that loves me.
I love this. A little bit. What's up, y'all? I am Cordell Omari. I am not used to sitting on this side. I am happy because right before I got to this house, I had the most amazing hole that I've had all week. Yummy.
Wait, did you just say it?
I did. Huh?
Okay.
I did.
Amazing.
It's on YouTube.
Thank you.
I had to keep it cute.
You said the hose is on you? Oh, no.
What's going on, everybody? I am Wes, and why are you happy? I'm happy because even though my film situation didn't work out and I lost my act, that I was able to go into travel and find success with travel. I'm happy because I got awarded last night for all the success I'm doing in travel, and I just started July last year. So I got awarded from my sponsor company, and I got awarded from the company that I work for.
Oh,
I'm happy because these guys do Culture Club every third weekend, and it's become a great season, a very reputable season. We were actually, I know I said it, but I say a lot, acknowledged from a film festival for this podcast, this particular season 4. There's been a lot of things happening. And I'm happy because Dip Shoes paid for food this Sunday.
Come on.
I'm happy for a lot of reasons. And I'm happy because I went to the hospital and I checked my blood, and I should not be concerned because I got kidney issues in my family. And I'm that age where it should be messing with me right now. And so I need everybody's prayer out there and a prayer on the cast and what's going on. Hopefully, I don't, have the hereditary issues that my mom had. But I'm praying and I'm hoping that I could still do normal life with. But I'm happy that when I went to the hospital, he didn't give me any reason to believe that I should have to worry about anything. And that's all I'm going to say. I've been talking too much.
hey, man, I love that. This Tyrese, your boy Jim Shoes, was good. I'm happy because I have an announcement. I found love in a hopeful place.
Oh, wow.
It was right here, baby. You feel me? And a couple of months ago, I went to the doctor. I had that kind of like fell off from going to the gym maybe about like 3 months ago, and they told me I had high blood pressure. I looked at the lady. I said, "There's got to be something wrong with the machine." She said, "Well, the doctor probably gonna put you on high blood pressure medication." I said, "Absolutely not." I said, "I'm gonna talk to him and I'm gonna tell him that when I come back, my blood pressure will be down." My weight was up, so I lost like 16 pounds in the gym. Started eating better. Got Miss Dash seasoning, low sodium, and I went to a health screening at my job because we got to get like our health benefits on the card, and my numbers was like phenomenal. So I won't be on blood pressure medication. Hallelujah.
Let's see you in the gym, brother.
Yes, sir.
And high blood pressure can also be stress induced.
Yeah, it was all of it. Stress, fitness, eating, everything. Everything was going downhill, but I'm uphill now.
Good. Congrats. Your turn.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Sherrod, aka S. aka The Fiji. And I'm happy for a lot of reasons, but I'm gonna narrow it down. I'm happy because, one, I'm alive. Okay? I'm happy because, the episode I was talking about after the fallout with my best friend for 20 plus years, we are rekindling that friendship.
Ooh,
Accountability was taken on both sides. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy that my credit score is at a 700.
oh.
I like to hear that. I like to hear that.
I'm happy that I was able to move on in life after Delta.
Period.
And now I work at the Hilton.
Oh, you on your way.
Need a discount.
Period.
And I'm just happy, I'm happy that I'm really becoming him.
You should be happy how them nipples sitting up. Pew, pew.
Like my brand, so my brand name is spelled lowercase s, capital H-E. He, I'm him. So I'm just happy that I'm just living my life,
You seem happy too, man. You got a glow about you.
What's up, y'all? My name is Ade, aka African Cocoa Butter. You heard me right. I am living my dreams. I don't want to say too much. Yeah, but I'm living my dreams.
All right. The wardrobe comments. Comments from last episode, 428 episode. Pepper Braxton. Oh my God! I just realized I've been sharing Trap's work. It's really good. He looks good on camera. I needed that.
Yeah.
Low-key MJ says, "Up in you." My God, today. Loki says, "Y'all look the fuck good." Coco Black Music says, "With content creation, to each his own. Some people can date others who work within the industry and some people don't. It depends on how you separate the two." Okay. Ooh, there's still a lot going on with. Donald Pittman says, "I like it when Trip Ali is on the show because he brings a more mature, logical, and human aspect."
He get love.
Donald Pittman says, "I agree with Trip. I would never marry someone who does OnlyFans, who wants to be someone who's having sex with other dudes, who wants to be with someone who's having sex with other dudes. No shade to dudes who does OnlyFans." All right. Pepper Braxton said, "Not the liquor on the table." Stunner says, "This week it's Mega Body for me." He puts it all in perspective and real vividly. Always a day, Peloton and Trip. Yes, indeed. And these are the two that I had mixed up. Daniel White Campbell says, "Wesley is the best and Mega Body is the best too." Appreciate you.
All right, man.
Team Trip on this episode. Oh, Trip, yeah, Trip went off that episode. Kevin Braxton says, "You can't tell someone to quit their job, but you can supplement their income. However, I will not date a content creator." Lexi Campbell says, "Notice how so many people who became multimillionaires or billionaires suddenly become very conservative. Many people start off with liberal ideologies." Donald Pittman says, "Wow, there is nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, depending on what you're doing with that 9 to 5 to pay bills. If you have your own business and bring in the income all of the time, the kudos to you. But if the money slows down, the bill doesn't." No. Life insurance is important. Health insurance is important. Pensions are important. Social security is important. Don't just concentrate on your current living situation. You better think about when you get older and your financial future.
I like
You
that.
don't want to be an old man and have to work. It's gym shoes for me. I love how he dresses. He puts the shit on. He is so funny and give hubby vibes. I hate when he is missing, giving young, droll.
Oh, shit.
Pepper Braxton, you really like this episode?
We need to have him back on.
Oh my God, I had no idea. Masculine gas.
Okay.
Masculine gas have issues. This is a key.
I think it means
Gay.
guys or gays.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, wardrobe theme, denim and skin. As you look around, you see some skin clearly, dude. Oh, everybody, maybe I should just open this up.
Open it up.
Hey, y'all can't see all of their business out, but I can see it. I got a front row. No nipples out.
Who is the best today? Denim and skin.
And or brown.
Episode 431. Main topic, hot topics and culture, a little bit of everything. Topic number 1. Are people becoming too comfortable being disrespectful in public and online? From rude comments to viral conflicts, has basic respect disappeared? Ade, let's start with you.
I would say not in public. I don't think I really see that much of those. But online, I feel people can be too comfortable because social media is a leveler. Because most of the people that comment, like if you see them in person, you probably not even spit on them. So I do think that most people get more comfortable being disrespectful online than in person.
Okay. Sharada.
I feel like it's the other way around. I feel like people get more disrespectful and have a lot of mouth online than versus in person
Okay.
because they 9 times out of 10 they don't have that same energy.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay. Jim Shoes.
I think they are a little bit comfortable. It's like this is a horrible generation of horrible people. I don't know if we just accept it and think that's okay, but it's not okay.
Yeah. All right. I like that response. I can concur. I feel like the disrespect is definitely larger online than in person. I've come across quite a few people that had something to say online, but when I saw them in person, it was mute. I'd rather that anyway, so keep on with the bad selves. But I agree. I think this generation of social media population is really toxic, and it's hard to watch sometimes. Even some of y'all, the way y'all be going off on some of us in the comments is ridiculous. But let her, sir.
I do think that people are braver online behind the keyboard with some of the shit they say. I've never been in a place where somebody was disrespectful to my face. Only because I'm gonna knock your ass the fuck out. I don't play those games when it comes to disrespect. And then another thing is too, a lot of people they are so driven on likes and shares and clout online that the most disrespectful posts are gonna get the most reactions anyway. So they're gonna be more disrespectful.
That's what happened to Culture Club. Y'all was like, baby, they was on that like wild on rice. It was like, ooh.
I definitely got DMs, and I ain't gonna say, but that was crazy.
Yeah. What was crazier is that your chest perched up.
I know, right? I was like, okay, what's going on?
Open them titties.
Yeah.
Banger.
I definitely think that people are more bold online. I definitely think that some of the comments that they're saying may be totally out of line and disrespectful. I think that you can make a point and say something that you don't agree with without being so disrespectful and nasty.
Right.
And I have seen it where the disrespect rolls over from online to in public, depending on who you comment on. And a lot of times people comment under their real profiles. And so people go back and they find them. And of course, if you live in Atlanta and we see you out, you know, somebody may have a problem with it. But keep on commenting, you know, it really don't bother me for real.
Topic 2, dating today, are standards too high or are people finally asking for more? A real talk about expectations, gender roles, money, effort, and emotional availability. We'll start with Mega and with the day. Are standards too high or are people finally asking for more?
So this is a hard one because I think that on one side, you have the right to have whatever standards you want. But I think the flip side is sometimes people are asking for unrealistic expectations and you're not even there yet, you know?
Okay.
I think one of the most common ones in the dating stage is that we are exclusively dating. To me, there has to come something that two people feel about each other for them to want to be exclusive with each other. Like, it can't be just Corday wanting to be exclusive with me and pushing that thought on me. We both have to feel like we have to come to each other one day and say, hey,
Let's do
you know
this.
what? I just got rid of my jacks. I just got rid of this. And then he's like, oh, that's dope. Not feel the pressure to go back and say, well, I guess I got to delete mine. It's not like that. I'm making a decision because I know I'm ready. But when you're ready in your time, blah, blah. And the gamble is that he may never be ready. But I have the right to move on when I think I've, gotten to that point. Some of the expectations were just unrealistic, I think.
Okay. Sir.
I won't piggyback off of Mega about it. I do feel like when people see certain things being displayed online, when people see people doing date night and they're going on vacations, they have the expectation that everybody can afford that in the beginning, and that's the standard. There's nothing wrong with having high standards for yourself, but you have to be realistic. You can't expect somebody to bring to your table a 401k plan and all this money, and you don't have shit going for yourself. There's too many people that are looking for a savior versus somebody who actually wants to date for love. If that makes sense.
Now you hit something right that struck a chord in me. You expecting these things, but you ain't bringing.
Ain't got
anything.
shit.
That's a problem for me.
Ain't even got a channel scoop up to the nigga.
Need a booster.
Well, y'all said it. Are standards too high, or are people finally asking for more? I concur with these gentlemen. Not to be unrealistic with whatever you require, but hey, who am I to tell you what's realistic and unrealistic? If you want what you want, and that's what you want, then get that. But I definitely think the teller of all of that is communication, clear, concise communication. Interestingly enough, I've been getting to know someone, and this process has been extremely different for a lot of reasons. But the one thing in my adult life that I have never experienced until now, talking to this particular individual, is consistent communication. It is so surreal that it actually is possible to have it exist. And the reason why I feel this way is because we've been talking every day since we started talking, and it's been months now. And so in my mind, I'm like, every time we get on the phone, we're like, we ain't never missed a day. And what I mean by never missed a day is like a text, a confirmation, a response. There's never, I hit the person up and they never say anything back, or vice versa. It's like the communication is consistent. So we got have a day where we're communicating throughout the entire day, or a day where we at least communicate to say good night to each other. And it's just a nice difference compared to like every other person that I've dealt with in my entire life. So I feel like, what you want is out there, and it's possible to find it. A real talk about expectations, gender roles, money, effort, and emotional availability. Gym shoes. Thoughts?
About expectations. I just really expect out of me gender roles. I don't believe in it. If I'm dating you, you're a man, I'm a man. We decide how we want to work things out. I think I'm very fortunate to have actually experienced love. Because I have experienced love, I no longer want it. Money.
Wait a minute.
Money. I have that. Effort. I give that. Emotional available. I used to be.
I love it.
Can't top that. A real talk about expectations, gender roles, money, effort, all of the things. Let me see. So when I used to go on the dates, I definitely talked about, what I wanted. But clearly that didn't work. So I feel like, if you go into things, no expectations, no disappointment. Just let it happen naturally.
Say happen naturally again.
Happen naturally.
That's it for me.
Oh man.
And as far as me, I haven't been on a date yet, but I'm going on a date soon. But, I'm just going to go with the flow and have an open mind. You know what I'm saying? And if the finances and the roles come up, then they come up. I feel like I can adapt to being a top,
Top?
But I feel more adaptation to being the bottom, so that's the gender roles, for me.
We're brothers and we feel it the same way, because let me tell you, when we did the live show, he was talking about topping somebody, and I said, who? You did what? Top who? Top what? I thought both of y'all was bottoms. He was like, no, Wes, I can top two, goddamn.
I can top two with this 8-inch.
Right. So what if I was
Don't act like that.
I've known that Sherrod was first. I've been knowing Sherrod for a long time.
I thought it was first
Because
too.
back in the day, he
He was thinking it.
What? No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
He saw me in action, though.
Oh.
Moving on to cocoa butter.
So I don't really have expectations when I'm talking to you, but when you're a prospect, I have expectations, because now I'm from the first stage to the next stage. So I'm beginning to demand expectations from you as a person, like the things I want you to do or how I want you to carry yourself and stuff like that. As far as gender roles, I used to tell people that, I don't know if I should say it on camera. I set the standard high when I went on this date with this guy. This was years ago.
Oh.
And it was the first person that actually opened the door for me.
Wow.
It was the first person that actually waited at the car park to like have my car
escorted out the building. Like it was really, really chivalrous. Like I don't know if that's gender role, but I like that. I like that. So if that's gender role, I don't know, but I definitely lifted my expectations higher after that.
Yeah, it's just really interesting to hear you say that, because I remember this was a while ago, but to hear you say that and you actually liked that. I remember I did that for a guy and he looked at me like I was crazy because I opened the door for him. Really? But I'm just that type of guy. Like I'm the type of guy, I will bring you flowers. And I just want to make something very, very clear. The space that I am in right now, it is not negative and not in any kind of way. What happens is when you keep coming across F niggas or F dudes and you keep not being treated how you think you should be treated, sometimes you got to take a break and pause and say, okay, let me reevaluate myself. Let me get myself to a place where I can put myself out there and be strong enough to handle this day and age of dating, because I got that old school love. I'm gonna treat you like no other, the best you've ever been treated. I know what I bring to the table, but it's just unfortunate to keep coming across people that don't enjoy or know how to even receive that type of treatment. It's you a trick or you this. No, I'm a good man and I'm gonna love you like crazy, and y'all just don't deserve it right now, so I'm gonna keep it to myself until I'm ready to put myself out there. Yeah.
Can I
Yeah, what's up?
To piggyback off that, real story, right? So my first boyfriend, he was in the military. Now I come from the hood, you know, McDonald's, corner store, so I never really went, Chicago, shout out. I never really went to a fine dining restaurant. So when I met him, he took me to, I ain't gonna be ashamed, he took me to Olive Garden.
Oh, I never
went to an Olive Garden. He showed me what 14, like.
How long ago was this?
This was when I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden.
But I'm saying that to say,
shit, a date is a date.
but listen though, back in that day, and this was like early 2000s, you know, so I had just graduated. I met this dude. He was in the army, so he already was militant. He already was, you know, he had a standard about him. Yeah. So me coming from the hood, and not going to these finer dining places, he showed me what fork to eat with, or he would open doors and shit like that. So I didn't know how to accept that, because I'm like, why are you telling me what fork to use? You know what I'm saying? But he was like, you know, this is just. So I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying that was my experience, and for so long, any nigga had to top that. But then I was like, wait, because every man is different. Yeah. He was just showing me his way. But did I really like that? You know what I'm saying? So that was just, you know, my.
Let me ask you this real quick. Do you think people like getting treated bad more now these days, or like what's up with that? Like, am I soft for treating a nigga good?
Some people like that.
For me, but go ahead today.
Okay, so I wanted to like direct this to James Shoes. I would say just keep being you, because a lot of guys are out there that love a chivalrous man. Someone like me, I set the standard high after that experience. Like literally, this guy on our first date, he literally had flowers on the floor. Everywhere was like.
On your first date?
On my first date with him.
Too much for me.
I've heard this story
I'm just saying,
before.
like, you know, everybody has their level of being chivalrous, right?
Yeah.
There's always someone out there that would appreciate that. So I wouldn't say stop doing that, because someone like me, I definitely set the standard high.
I love that you love it, and I'll tell you this: I am that type of guy. I would never put flowers on the floor for the first date, because really, what that's saying is that you do that to everybody on the first date. Well, you got to be. I'm more of a tailor guy. I'm gonna recognize and see what you like, and I'm gonna fuck your mind before I fuck you.
All right.
So I just wanted to say, I do think that it's tricky. We, even though we're gay black men, we struggle with how we want to be perceived in our masculinity, right?
Yeah.
And so some of the things that you described, even from the small gestures like opening the door, sometimes it makes us feel like you're taking those things away from us. Mentally, we have to make it a choice to relinquish those things, right?
Yeah.
And I think you're doing the things that make them feel comfortable, but doing those things too fast can be too much. I love flowers now. However, those were never things that I would expect to receive from a man. My current relationship, that's something that he does regularly. He used to send them to my job, and I had to say, babe, stop sending flowers to my job. It's getting the people all riled up. They like, who is sending you flowers at the end?
That's sexy though.
And it started making me feel uncomfortable because the women would be like, well, my husband don't send me flowers, like da-da-da. And they
That's
would
their
put
problem.
the cards and
Right.
stuff. We still get each other's flowers all the times, and our big thing is candles because we love
I
candles.
love that.
But I think that sometimes it's a struggle on the masculinity thing. Like, we equal in this relationship. There's no gender role. Like, I'm not the bottom, he not the bottom, I'm not the top, he not the top. We equal.
And that's what I like.
We equal.
Yeah, and let me just respond because I know you hit your buzzer. And just to that point, just imagine if you are giving someone flowers and trying to do all the things that you think that will warm right, and that's not received or appreciated. So then what happens is it makes you feel like, well, I ain't doing that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? On somebody else, because it just makes you feel like, damn, I did all this and went all my way, and it just wasn't received or appreciated. So it makes you feel like, wah, wah, wah.
And I also think that Sherrod's story is a perfect example of coming from a small town where you have one vision of what gay men look like and what dating is look like, and then all families don't go to Olive Garden and Red Lobster and all those things prior to them. You know, it's like leaving the small town and going to a big city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because back in that day, all we went to was Golden Corral, Old Country Buffet.
Red Lobster.
You know, no.
I used to love
So it was like,
I
when he
know.
came
Ooh,
into
I
my
missed that.
life, he did show me a new world like Jasmine and Aladdin, because I was like, oh,
Yeah.
wow. And then when he left to go back to his base, I was like, well, it's back to Burger King, bitch. So it's like, you know, so I did appreciate that, and I wanted every man to top that. But then when I moved here, it was like normal.
McDonald's, Burger King.
No, normal. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, I think when you move to Atlanta, you can reinvent yourself. You can be from Fort Pierce, Florida, but say you from Miami and, you know, wine and dine and do all these things. That's what I've noticed people do
Yeah,
from my
it's just-
hometown, my area that I knew growing up. I'm like, this person is totally different.
That is
but you
true.
can do that.
And you
if you
can't.
can't afford SDK, don't expect this nigga.
Yeah,
Give me
and-
SDK.
Well, let's because we got two people that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Corday, go ahead.
He don't like to be interrupted.
I did first, but go ahead.
Corday don't like interruptions. Everybody shut up.
Please.
I was just gonna add to it. I feel like the whole ideal of gender roles in gay relationships is ridiculous. Because you're both men at the end of the day. For instance, me and my husband, when we buy flowers every other week in our house. He may buy flowers this week. I may buy fresh flowers the next week. But it's for the household. I can bench press you. I'm not gonna carry a case of water upstairs. That's my husband's job. But I don't believe in having a gender role.
God created.
Okay, though.
What works for them works for them. What works for you works for you. What works for me is don't pick me up. I'm a grown ass man.
What?
Somebody, we was being adults. Man is fine as hell. And then out of nowhere, he just lifted me up. I was so annoyed and turned off that it pissed me off. But because I don't get crazy on people if they don't know what not to do. I didn't get crazy on him, but I was like, put me down.
Oh,
Don't you ever in your motherfucking life.
you're not used to.
Hot and romantic for me, not me. Like some people said they like certain things. Flowers is weird to me. Don't send me flowers. Don't lift me up. Open the door. I'm a man. I got a hand. I can open my own door.
Wow.
All that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
For me, what it does is it translates to the heteronormative that we've been ingrained in us since we've been born. We've seen daddy do that to the woman, so daddy needs to do that to babe. I don't know if you're thinking of me as a woman, but don't think of me as a woman. Don't put me even in that place. Let me finish. Don't even put me in that place until there's been a conversation had. And yes, if that's something that's regularly you, let me know that before you just hoist my ass up in the air like I'm a fuck. Like that, it tripped me out. I literally had to have a conversation with him. Like, you got to know what people want to receive and what they don't want to receive before you just go ahead and do that. Because then you're thinking that you're doing something that you like do or it's fun or whatever, and then he didn't know. He really fucked my day up when he did that to me.
That's crazy.
And I was just like, but I don't even find it to be hot and cute or whatever. So at the end of the day, it's trauma from, Black culture, and it's ingrained in me in a different type of way than it's ingrained in anybody else. And for me, I don't like playing like that.
I guess you showed him.
I did.
Well, I just want to ask, did you say it in Mona's voice or did you say it in
No, I said my voice. I damn. Oh, did.
I ate mine.
Well,
Why are you offended?
no, I'm not offended. I just think it is important to also love somebody how they want to be loved.
Yeah.
Because just because I'm a great guy and I will give the flowers, I'll buy gifts. If that's not something that you like, I'm not gonna keep doing that. You know, for me, receiving gifts, that's not my thing. But if somebody did buy me something, it would be like, okay, but it wouldn't change the way I thought of them. I've never actually received flowers. It's not a must, but I would like to, see how that feel one day in my life, for somebody to send me some flowers. That would be nice. But even if after that, it wouldn't be something I would require because I'm used to being. But I think a lot of times we have to stop associating actions with male and female or feminine and masculine, So, receiving
That's the only painting that I've seen all my life. That's exactly what I thought about. Like, you don't get imagery of a man hoisting another man in the air. That's not a normal thing. So immediately when he did that, I'm not a bitch.
You didn't watch enough porn when you was a child.
Well, after taping, the guys lift me up. I'm not used to being lifted up, but it's fun.
But that's you though. You see the difference? The way you receive it and the way you look at it is different from the way I receive it and I look at it. So if I give you the communication and be like, hey, this is not what I like, don't get offended. I'm not saying you, but don't get offended.
Right.
Like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's conversation.
But then it's also okay to let go and let God.
If you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to.
I just want to say I do hate being picked up, but a lot of my friends do it a lot. My dude don't do it, and I want to say directly to Bay, those things for me they were associated with negative connotations or toxic masculinity or things that I grew up seeing those images. But I want to say to you, I appreciate those things.
Oh, wow.
100% accept those things. Thank you for showing me that guys can be nice and do things. I said this before on the show. Sometimes if we walking out in public and he grabbed my hand, it sends chills up and back. Up my.
You like it?
You
like it?
No, I don't, because the world is a crazy place, and I just want us to be safe. I understand he's just being affectionate, but it's scary to me. It's really scary to me.
Well, what's so fun?
I'm sorry. You was doing it here in Atlanta?
I don't.
That's okay.
I think we have certain areas in Atlanta, and I need people to be real clear on it. We always think that even for the black population, like we could save Georgia. No, we got a area. Atlanta is not that big for real. Yeah, if I'm in Piedmont Park, I do feel a little bit more comfortable. Things are more accepted in that area. However, that's not the whole Atlanta. And there's hood places in Atlanta. There are hood clubs. I've been to some of these places. I just don't feel comfortable a lot of times in these spaces doing certain things. I'm very skeptical. I watch my surroundings. Even I've said things like, if I'm getting dressed to go to maybe, I don't know, the blue light.
Yeah.
And I might wear a see-through shirt. If I got to stop to go to the gas station, one or two things, I'm not getting out the car.
Absolutely.
Or number two, I'm changing my shirt. I just don't even play around like this.
Yeah, but I think sometimes when you're dating people, they may not know certain situations that you've been in. So I'm not sure if that actually derived from something that actually took place in your life. But I know for me, like public affection, I'm not opposed, but it does make me cringe a little bit because when I was in Chicago, I got shot. And that was a different feeling just walking out of a club. And I actually knew, I was like, something feel weird. I said, I feel like we're going to get shot. And this guy just put up with this car and just started shooting us. And we just was running. I didn't even know I was shot. Me and my homeboy was shot, but thank God just went in my leg and flew back out. We ended up going to the hospital. They passed it up. Yeah, I'm a real thug. You know what I'm saying? But what's also crazy, you got to be careful what you want, because I used to always want to know what it felt like to be shot.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did. So from that situation though, it had me feel like it's not okay to show public affection. So that's where that came from me.
The
So
climate today, what we do know is that people are not so fond of gay people.
Yes.
And they not that fond of black people.
Yeah.
So we got two things going on that makes me cautious. And I'm gonna continue to watch my surroundings. I encourage all of you at home, all of you in this room, to be cautious of your surroundings. I know that when we're in safe spaces at each other's houses or at clubs that cater to us, it's a little different. But we gotta be a lot more conscious. Just because you feel comfortable holding your partner's hand in public, that may infuriate somebody. Yo, we saw the clip where the girl was following the guy around the damn store.
He had a big ass.
Because he had a nice ass. Like, people crazy. They cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Real quick, is that the delivery person?
It should be. Says arriving now. Order
Hey,
complete.
Trip,
Let's see.
get the dough.
Yeah, he outside.
Yeah, it's just at the door.
So just a day.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And I came
Oh,
over.
a day? Ooh.
Yes, But I get what you're saying. Like, now, of course, if I'm going to like a hood spot, I'm not gonna be holding my husband's hand like in a hood spot. I'm not doing that. But like, if I'm just walking in the park, or if I'm just walking around the neighborhood, or
But you do it in Walmart.
hell yeah, I'll do the Walmart. I'll do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'll do it
either.
in Publix. I would.
Because for me,
I don't want any unwanted attention.
yeah.
It's different when I take off my shirt for Instagram or when I do stuff like that. But I don't want any unwanted attention. If we just going shopping, if he be like, give me a kiss, it do make me kind of nervous. Now, I'm going to do it, but it do make me kind of nervous. I ain't going to lie.
Not to say that we walking through there holding hands and shit like that, but we don't have reason to hold hands in the grocery store. But if you actually saw good.
After this topic, Trip, I'm gonna switch out with me.
Okay.
Top 3. What kills confidence the fastest? Rejection, comparison, money struggles, body image, family wounds, related relationships. There's 6 topics here. We'll speak on 6 topics.
Failed relationships.
Talk about rejection. Everybody.
So first of all, I agree. I think all these things hurt your confidence. Rejection does hurt. Rejection does hurt. But my advice to everyone who gets hurt and discouraged by rejection, it's a normal part of life. You need this in order to develop. You need this in order to grow. You need this. You just need this. And we've been experiencing this since we were kids.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why, as an adult, people are still getting up in arms about being rejected. Yes, it hurts, but you simply say, we wasn't a match, and you move on.
Doesn't mean you're not great.
Poor day, comparison.
So before we get into comparison, I'm just gonna say this: the whole thing about rejection is a lot of times y'all have to realize that yes, like you said, rejection hurts, but sometimes rejection is literally protection.
Cool.
You're not. Sometimes God don't want you aligned with certain people, and you shouldn't be forcing it. So if somebody tells you no, baby, take this shit and go about your business, because they might be God protecting you from the worst mistake of your life.
Yes.
Now you said something about comparison. I don't compare myself with any other bitch because I don't do that. I compare myself to myself.
All right.
That's good.
Money struggles. I feel like in a situation, confidence can be killed if you're talking to somebody that has way more money than you, or if you struggling, you can't go 50-50, you can't, get the flights for the travel trip, but he can get everything, or you know what I'm saying? I think that can kill your confidence. My only message to that for me is I'm not trying to get with no millionaire. If I feel like, because I know I'm getting with somebody that has it more than I do, that's going to make me feel less confident in myself. You have to be confident in yourself regardless, because you're going to always be in a different situation. And so for me, I think it'll be amazing if my man had more money than me.
I have a question on that.
Yeah.
Why does someone with money, why does that make you feel away?
We touched on it a little bit. Growing up in the black community, heteronormatives, all of that stuff. As a man, you're supposed to be able to provide. As a man, you're supposed to be able to do. As a man, you should have your stuff taken care of. And is the door locked? Or is it open? Did you lock it?
It's good. It's good. It's good.
So from a man to man, like if my man is getting in and he got it, I would be able to do the same thing too. It feels good. So some people that can't financially be in that place may lose confidence and may feel some sort of way.
My question to them is, are they working at something? The reason why I ask is because I've been in relationships of people that made a lot more money than me, and I've also been in relationships where I made a lot more money than the person.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that I learned in one of my relationships is you have to contribute at the level that you're at. When I was working at the jail, I wasn't making what my dude was making, and I contributed my portion the way I could. But of course, for like big trips and he paid for majority of it. I may have paid for the drinks or something versus the trip. You contribute in the way you can, and I think that is a big a big portion of it because it didn't make me feel away because I was contributing in the way that I could.
And I think that's a great situation to be in. I just wish all of the men could be like that. If what he said to what I said could all marry each other. Like if you know that your dude makes less than you or that your guy makes more than you, that communication should bring y'all together to come to some sort of agreement.
Yeah, that's dope.
Where it's not felt like if you don't have it this time, baby, you're supposed to be looked upon a certain way or whatever. I think communication could resolve that, but I can see why confidence will be killed because I've seen it.
Before y'all move on, let me just add to that. I would say too, also along with communication, you also have to look at the fact of having partnership because if your spouse is making more money than you, let's talk to maybe you can talk to your spouse and say, hey, I want to start a business and I know you got more money. Can you sow into my business so I can try to get up to the level that you are so I can contribute just as equally as you are contributing to the household?
Yeah.
Okay. A day. Body image.
I wanted to talk on failed relationship, but
I want to do body image.
I wanted to do failed relationship.
Yeah.
Family wounds.
I want to do the body image too. Family wounds, I can do family wounds. You do it too.
Okay, so
I do.
talk about failed relationship.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So failed relationship can actually kill your confidence because the first one is rejection from your partner, like rejecting your feelings, not validating your feelings, comparing you to his ex. Money struggles can definitely ruin a relationship. Then body image too, like fat shaming you or body shaming you based on, I don't know, but yeah, those 4 things can cause your relationship to fail, and your confidence also go down the drain.
All right, Sherrod.
Okay, so body image. So this relates to me in numerous ways, right? Because, like you said, when you first met me, I was a twink, right? But it's crazy because in that time frame when I was skinny, didn't have no body, I had the most confidence. Not saying I don't now, but I had the most confidence.
He was a baddie then.
But let me tell you, but I noticed a difference. I think I talked to Corday about this and Raheem. Like when I was younger and I was skinny like that, I was pulling men left and right, going up to them in the club, not giving a fuck if they rejected me or not because I knew I was bad. You know, but then when I started to slowly shift and come into my adult weight in my body, my confidence shifted a little bit and it went down because I'm like, okay, I have this new body, but when I'm out in public, when it comes to certain settings, I don't have the confidence that I used to have.
Yep.
And I don't know if that was something within me or it just happens, but I felt like that for a while. Now, I'm a bad motherfucker.
Indeed.
Okay? But it just shows you like the body image is important because I am kind of afraid of rejection. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like I get rejected more now than I did back then when I didn't have a body, when I didn't have, all, what I'm saying, all the things I have now. So it just was in reverse.
I mean, it could be mentally where you at because maybe you still was getting the same rejection, but you didn't care because you was young and full of life. But now that you care, it matters, and you may have had some times where you had defining moments that changed the way you thought and may have helped you get this body that you got.
I definitely think that's what it is. I look at my younger self coming to Atlanta, and nobody couldn't tell me that I wouldn't that guy.
Yeah.
And I think just kind of getting older and living and seeing and hearing other things, it kind of gets into your mind, and then you do start to be a little bit more self-conscious about things or how people view you, and it does kind of chip away at your confidence in a certain way.
Yeah. That's why it's important to have you a good support system of people that love you unconditionally and not for who you are, what you were, or who you're going to be, that just simply love you. Hell, I might get greedy and I might gain 15, 20 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I need a nigga that if I'm going to be in love, that you're going to love this big nigga. And when I'm in my lean stage, when I'm killing the gym too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, that's hard though, friend.
Sure be killing it on that, baby.
Jim Shoe, baby, talk about family wounds for the last one, and then I want you to cover this topic.
Okay, yeah, I'll make it pretty quick. I think for me, I may have been family wounded because I just remember being close to certain people in my family and just them even realizing or thinking that I was gay, especially when the whole pastor thing came out when I was molested. That kind of did a major shift in my family from people that I was really, really close with. So when you lose relationships like that, and then my family is already small and we're not close. Like I said, I haven't seen my family in 8 years. So once you lose that confidence, because family that you grow up, that you're related to, they give you that confidence in making you feel like you can be whoever you want to be, and then you can go out into the world and you have that confidence. I didn't have that. I actually found that in my first lover, and thank God that God literally provided that just for me. So it's maybe a wound that I may have patched up and just tucked away that I haven't really dealt with, but I'm okay with it. And that's really just that.
Topic number 4. What's the biggest sign somebody doesn't respect you? Tyrese is gonna respond.
Okay, well, yeah. The big, love you too. The biggest sign that somebody don't respect you.
It's just the ass. Yeah, but it's just
Baby, YouTube put you out for a fucking toe. Just the booty. It's a booty hole, bitch.
You got brown, or you gonna be shirtless? Wow. It was supposed to time.
Pretty brown, driving me wild. Ooh, child.
You don't want people to see your booty.
So that brown hair, is not gonna look.
What football? They go football up there.
You look good. Chill out.
They already know the right. You still look good in the ceiling.
Why y'all back up into the mic like that?
Because it's
Shallow.
Watch it in its entirety if you want.
So I wish I would go in there and they pop my shit. I'd be like, are you serious?
So for the sake of time, I'm just gonna have each one do one topic because it's already 50 minutes in.
Oh, I'll make it short.
So topic 4, what's the biggest sign somebody doesn't respect you?
All right, I think the biggest sign is when you express a concern and someone keeps saying it. I'll give you a really brief story. So I was trying to talk to this one guy off an app, not Jack, because it's too much for me. Just a regular dating app. And he knew that I was 45. He was like 30. And he kept bringing up my age on every situation. I said, bro, stop doing that. I'm 45, you're 30. I'm not going to keep telling you that you're young and don't do that. So then he kept doing it. And I told him I can't talk to you anymore because you keep doing what I asked you not to do. Okay. I don't play those kind of games.
All right.
What's this?
This was Tinder.
Sidebar.
You ain't tender no more.
I didn't want to, advertise.
Sidebar before we go on. Jack, if you want to sponsor us or give us one of the sponsorships like you give everybody else, holla at us over here at Culture Club.
Please holler at us.
All right. Topic number 5, Corday, can you take this one? Friends doing business together and mixing money and friendship. Is it smart, risky, or almost always a setup for drama?
Baby, I would never. I would never go into business with somebody I consider as a friend. Because I feel like as soon as shit goes south, you're going to lose a whole friendship, you're going to lose a business partner, you're going to lose a lot. I'd rather go into business with somebody who's business-minded, who's almost a complete stranger, versus going to business with my friends.
Yeah.
All right. Be careful with the door, please.
Can I add something to that too? I think family is also very risky.
Baby, never.
Yeah.
Never, no.
Yeah. Trip and the day. Straight celebrities versus gay audience. Most recently, we had the brother that plays on Beauty and Black, the light-skinned man. I forget his name. He came out and did a live. It was you know what I'm talking about?
Talking about
Okay, so yeah, gay celebs versus gay audience. So after he said what he said, and you can speak on.
What did he say?
He did an apology post. Did you see that apology post?
briefly. I don't pay up too much attention.
What's your thoughts? Top 6.
Okay, I just feel like the gay community has a lot of expectations when it comes to people that they consider sexy or an idol, be it a gay man or a straight man. So take for example, like Beyonce's brother that you know, my friend actually sent me the link to buy the ticket. Oh, well, sorry.
Nephew.
My bad, nephew. My friend sent me the link to buy the ticket. I'm like, okay, I'm not going. Why would I want to go see someone that is way younger than me? First of all, like, I'm not gonna go sit down there and watch him dance or whatever. So I didn't even think about it because it's straight or whatever. But when people said it wasn't even giving any audience, I said, well, that's what you get. You have all these gay role models in the community. You don't hire them to come. You know, you're gravitating towards someone that doesn't really see you as equals with them when it comes to sexuality. So I just feel like most of the problem is from the gay community seeing people that they adore as God, or like they want to look up to them or have a lot of expectations. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I don't think that's what you was asking.
So, no. It's two different sides to the coin. And I want to say that I definitely understand where you're coming from. I think the problem, though, is at the bare minimum, If you come into our spaces and you take our money, we at least expect you to be silent or an ally. And the problem is the way he even approached it. Now, I did not go to that.
He mentioned 2 people. Who are we talking about?
We're talking about Beyonce's nephew.
Solange's son.
And also I want to speak on the gay role too. But
I don't know what y'all talking
we're
about.
looking for at least an ally. When he first came to the club, there was that toxic masculinity where he brought 20 women. First of all, we've already talked about the women in our spaces and how it makes us feel. But to me, that sends a message. It sends a message. I'm not really sure what we were supposed to get from that, but it kind of says, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Well, if you're not gay and it's that serious, then why not just not accept our money? We have the rapper, Chop, is that his name?
I love him.
He is one of the greatest allies. He lets us know at the door that he's not gay, but he don't got no problem with us. And he can come to the spaces, do his junk, and go on about his business. You don't have to identify with being gay. You don't have to praise the gays, but at least be an ally and say, hey man, I ain't with that, but let them be them on there. And as far as the guy taking the gay role and saying all this, to me, it just promotes toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Gay baiting.
Nobody really cares whether you're gay or straight. It's a role. You're not the only person that can act, but if you feel so strongly
Then you shouldn't have took that role.
then why would you accept the gay role?
Absolutely.
But words on the street is hating men.
Please.
Sorry, Creed.
Please. Saying I'm using my buzzer. I agree with you. I understand what you're saying, but I think the gay community like fetishize like
Thank you.
people. And they done seen Lil Juice, little porn picture of him jacking off on Twitter and this and that, and now they want him in the thing. Why would y'all? For one, it's a child. They done seen this kid raised up. They done seen if your status ain't hood video. Jacking boom. They seen him in the belly. He done grew up. They done seen him jacking off on Instagram, on Twitter, and all of this.
All that.
Now they fetishizing over him, and they the ones who. Why are y'all booking Jules, an 18, 21-year-old boy
Right.
who got no talent?
Exactly.
All he do is model. Why are y'all booking him? He ain't. And then you got people in the comments talking about he gay because he light skinned and got pretty eyes. Y'all want him to be gay. They booked him hoping they was gonna get more from it. And when he came just to get the check, they was upset.
Nothing to do with the
They shouldn't have booked him. It's so
It's on the promoters.
That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
promoters-
they're promoters.
Hold on, but this is a business deal. They book straight people to come to gay clubs all the
They
time.
should have vetted it more. He ain't never said nothing about him being an ally or wanting or be gay or doing nothing like that. They the ones who was on Twitter looking at the Jack
But he
picture
also
and
has a
Instagram, and they want him
responsibility to say
because he
no.
promised not a check, nigga. I'm gonna come get my check.
He don't need the money. He's a
How you
part
know
of
what he
one of
need?
the
I want to
richest
make my own
families.
money. I don't care. I don't want to call my aunt for no money. I want to make my own
His
money.
mom got some money too.
Dude, and his whole family got money.
Before y'all get too heated, Jules, I am pissed off at you because what you did to them gays and them punks. They started making complaints at Mama Tina's gumbo hut because of your ass.
okay.
They got a shit
entire family.
Damn days.
His family employed a lot of gays. It's a disservice to his
Get it,
family.
but they shouldn't. The gay community also fetishizing this.
I agree.
We fetishize against a lot of people, but you can say no.
No, I ain't
Well,
gonna
now they don't got the
to a
bitches
bag.
in light skin
I
ass.
ain't gonna say no to a bag. All I gotta do is bring some bad bitches through.
If you-
sit down, fuck y'all.
Trip.
I'm
If
coming
you
to get
go,
my check.
if
Y'all
you
should
go
have
to-
booked them.
If
Y'all
you
should
go
have
to
booked
a women's event, if they book you to rap and you basically go up there and say,
Oh.
and then bring a whole
That ain't
bunch
me.
of.
And I got.
But I'm just trying to get you to picture what this looks like. The women, yeah, they fetishize you. Yeah, they don't think that you're gay. I mean, yeah, they don't think that you're straight.
To Beyonce because Beyonce.
That is the only reason why they put
Well, can I just say?
Beyonce
No matter what,
One at a time.
no matter what the reason is, Trip, if we book you and it's a women's event,
young kid. He's
if we,
trying to get his bag.
you make
You don't
it
know all
excuses
that.
for
I'm not. I'm
we
just
make
saying
it
they
excuses
should.
for
Well, I just want to say that maybe we should have this after hours because I did order pizza and it's going to get cold.
microwave.
No, I just playing.
The Trip say he done came in, he misunderstood.
No,
She got some shit to say.
Let it out.
At the same time, I can understand both of y'all's points. I think we as a gay people should understand and be at a point where we just don't care anymore. From the light skinned boy that can't really act, but he's on Tyler Perry production. Why do y'all care? clearly he's a walking hypocrite and contradiction.
Right.
Because he's playing a gay role. So I can understand people being in their feelings about that. But this is not new. This is not new behavior
So apparently
at all.
that
And
video-
so at the end of the day, if you can care and cry and scream, and that's fine. But let it be because there's a difference made. Let it be because maybe he lost the road now because he's not being respectful. But the man is still in the road. We haven't heard anything so far. So in my mind, it's like, why he's not even that kind. I don't know why we care. And the show was anyway.
Because he's straight.
And then for the, hold on, let me get it out because y'all been talking.
That's so
And
funny.
then for the little light skinned boy that's an adolescent. I think he's just 21. My message is the same. Why do y'all give a good goddamn? Because he's Beyonce's nephew or Solange's nephew. Stop putting power into what these people feel and how they feel about you because it is never going to change. We just the boy and the baby said his comment. He got blackballed for a while. Now y'all out and rapping this bitches.
He's still blackballed. His career has suffered tremendously.
So at the end of the day,
You should laugh.
outrage in a lot of situations.
It is selective
Either you
outrage.
gonna be mad about it and stay his 10 toes down and get this nigga fired out of his job, or don't say shit because it's the point. We should not care that much. And to the promoters, hire our people, hire our community.
Agreed.
Every time a straight person goes to this event, it's always something coming up.
Exactly.
Every time, and y'all still go ahead and get these people. So, but like I said, it's twofold: the promoters and the people. If y'all knew this little boy was about to be hosting, why y'all going to see this little ass kid anyway?
Right.
I just don't know.
Hello.
Going to see him to do what?
To be
Because
quite fair, though,
they seen his video.
Going to see him to do what though?
I've never even heard of it.
It was a viral video that went viral.
I've
man.
never heard of it. None of my
That's why they
friends
follow-
even know about
That's
it.
why they follow
I think
the video.
that in
They follow
relation
him
to
because he connected to Beyonce. They
Right.
think he cute.
we
He
love
got
that
gray eyes.
family.
But this little boy, what do he got to do with anything?
We love the family. We're fond of that family.
Y'all
And
want to
so-
see that family go down. They hate on
Okay, but the
Jay-Z
thing is,
every day.
I don't know people that's hating on them.
Hey,
But the thing is,
Well,
The people that I rock with, they love that family, right?
Yeah.
And
it's a kid, man. He ain't got no
supporting
talent.
okay.
He don't do nothing. What do he
He
do?
doesn't even like us. He doesn't
And I don't
like
know
us.
that-
He bought any of the clothes that he
I
bought.
don't know, and I don't need to.
Hold on, pause.
But I wouldn't stop his bag.
What is your message overall? Because it wasn't
I just
supposed to be
feel
all
like-
to talking
I just feel like, you know, they fetishize the boy. They want him to be gay. I seen people in the comments like calling him gay and things like that. The boy 21 years
hateful
old.
shows that
He's trying to get his own bag. You know what I'm saying? I think it's up to the promoters to promote people that are really allies to the community and do more betting. Don't just book somebody just because they light skinned,
Yeah.
got a picture on Twitter jacking off, or that Beyonce's nephew and his grandchild. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Now, Trip, since you're on this episode, I need you to take care of all the blunt.
Oh, child.
Can you read it? Can you see it?
Wait, did he do his introduction too? You gonna throw that in there? Y'all know that nigga is.
But do it real quick for I always like to hear some.
Me too.
Right.
It's
Another banger. It's another.
Oh, it's your favorite cousin Trip, and I'm back with another banger. I'm back with another banger. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna even finish it. You know what I'm saying?
Can you see it?
glare on me.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is our bold and blunt section. This is saying from somebody, hey, Culture Club, I'm 31, and I just realized I've been in a relationship by myself. Don't we all know how that feel? We've been talking for almost a year, not officially together, but not single either. You know, that weird in between where feelings are real, but titles are missing. We text every day. We see each other. We've met each other's friends. He calls me his person. But anytime I bring up making it official, it's why rush? Or let's not mess up what we have. Mess up what we have. What exactly do we have? Because from where I'm standing, I'm showing up like a partner, and he's showing up like he has options. He do. I'm loyal, consistent, available. He's comfortable, too comfortable. So now I'm asking myself, how long do you stay in something undefined before you realize you're the only one treating it like it's real? Now, am I building something or just participating in my own confusion? No titles, just feelings. Ooh, child.
Okay, so for me, 3 is the magic number. I've always said it. Like after 3 months, and it's still saying, like, it's not making you feel good about yourself being with him. Like, no, I'm gonna want out. I'm sorry.
All right, sure.
Y'all know, man. He ain't feeling you like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing. You know what I'm saying? Move on, my nigga.
Jim Shoes.
Look, I've been in a relationship where I didn't have any questions. There was no confusion. When confusion plays a part, that's where you already got your answer. Just for you being able to just writing in and you telling us how you feel, you have your answer. You just want to be reassured. And that's okay, because sometimes you may spend time with people and you may love them. Finding somebody that feels that same exact way mutual, that's back in the day, baby. You got to get used to 2026 dating. Take some AI classes and it'll be okay.
Talking to someone about a relationship is interesting for me because I don't know when I know, and I don't know what that is. I've been in a situation where I started after 3 months. I've been in a situation where I waited a little while. I'm single now. So it doesn't really matter how long you wait or how short of a time it is.
You just know.
Both have to be ready to be in that particular relationship and then outline what a relationship to you looks like and a relationship to myself looks like, so we can make sure we compare and mesh well. Sometimes, majority of the times, a lot of the times, we assume that we're on the same page with what we want a relationship to be defined as, and then we get into a relationship or we get into a want with somebody, and we're so confused, like what's going on. Communication is key. Courtney?
I would just say you can make a whole lot of this situation simple just by having a conversation with this person and asking where their mind is. Are they mentally ready to settle down with somebody? What it is they're looking for to make sure that it matches what you are actually looking for in a partner or in life in general. Because like you said, you feel like he has options, which he probably does. You guys are both probably young. You should go get you some options too, and until he's ready.
He just want him around.
So I think
He just said why rush.
He's telling him all the questions, right?
Yeah.
Go get you some options. While
you
he has
some
his options. Let me tell you something. Don't nothing make a nigga want to choose you until he know you got options like he got options. And if that don't work, move on.
Man, fuck
All
that.
right.
So this is, I know where I really want to go with this. I just want to say first, I've never got in a relationship with anybody after 3 months. I need about 3 years before I can
Hell
introduce
no.
you into my space. I just want to be clear. You got a lot of stuff going on. You're getting to know someone. I've been in a relationship with my guy for 4 years. I've been knowing him for 15 years, 15 plus years, and I'm still getting to know him. So you can't get to know nobody in less than a year. That's my opinion. But he's telling you all the things you want to know. First of all, y'all are talking. Talking is not no relationship. Talking is, it's just what it is. Y'all are talking. And y'all seems like y'all go out on dates and y'all do things together. Y'all not dating, y'all talking. So I don't know that a lot of these questions really need to be answered, but he's answering them for you. He said that you his person. You his person. Whatever that means. He's not saying that you're his boyfriend. He's not saying that that's my man. He's saying you his person. And I'm not saying that that's a bad title. Then when you have had these conversations with him, asking him, where are we? What are we doing? When are we going to make it official? He says, why rush? Which means he's not in any speed to be getting into that.
And that's
right
not
now.
wrong.
He wants to take his time. He wants what Wes just talked about, to know it's right when it's right. This guy seems like he's like me. He need to get to know you a little better. Y'all been together what, almost a year? It ain't been long enough.
Can I say this?
If you want to leave him, then go ahead and leave him. But this guy gonna still be the same, and he gonna be all right. Go ahead.
No matter how long you are getting to know somebody or dating somebody, even if you go into a relationship, you're still gonna be getting to know that person.
Yep.
Change
Clock
all
that.
the time.
I get it. But it's a safer space when you get into a relationship with someone and you know a little bit about them. A lot of times people don't know anything about these people.
First off, I want to say 3 years is way too long to be dating.
Say to me.
Don't nobody.
Say to me.
Yeah, to you.
No, say to you. Because it's not too long for me.
I mean, no, 3 years to me.
Yes, to me.
And probably to a lot of them, and to a lot of them, it's like that's too long to be dating a nigga. If I should know you before 3 years. I mean, if the communication is, you know, consistent, we talking every day. I know a nigga. If we talking every day, I know you after a couple. You done repeated stories 3-4 times. You know what I'm saying? After 3 years, I'm not dating nobody for no 3 years. That's too long.
Let me go real quick. You've been on this earth for 40-something years. That person been on this earth for 40-something years. Y'all are just getting to know each other for a year. You don't know this person.
You would never know a person.
Yeah.
People change.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Their favorite color was green last year. Now their favorite color blue. You got to constantly communicate and get to know people. But we not dating for no 3 years. We should know what it is. He called you his person. His person is the person. You don't want to make that commitment because you waiting for a better person.
You got holes in different areas.
Before you get to the story,
Well, I'll make this quick. I think something that we're missing. Okay, he's saying that it's his person. He seems like he is more invested. The feeling is not completely mutual. However, if he's saying that this is his person, I think what's not happening is he's not reassuring him enough that we are going into the direction of that we are planning on being together.
it is a person. Who's
That's what
person?
you call it.
That's his person, right? So I think he's just kind of giving them breadcrumbs or singing them along, and he is around, and he may even enjoy being around them, but he's not giving him enough reassurance to make him feel like, okay, we're moving in the direction of being a couple one day, possibly. We're just going about daily routines.
Let me tell y'all a quick story. I got a homegirl. Please forgive me for telling this story. She watched sometimes. She been dating the same guy all 4 years of college. We all know him. We all know this nigga. We really feel like we know each other. We went to dinner one night and we asked what we thought about each other on first impression. My comment to him was, you light skinned, and light skinned people kind of have a little attitude problem to me. It seemed like they sneaky, they'll do some stuff. That was my thing. Fast forward, they got married. They moved to Atlanta. They had been married probably around 2 years, I'm guesstimating. Come to find out, she found out later in their relationship that he had bipolar issues. And he stopped taking his medication. He was very abusive to her. And all kinds of stuff. She been knowing this guy since we was in school, then went home with him, then visit his family. Nobody told her what she was getting herself into. My girl had to get out of there.
Talk to the one.
My girl had to get the hell out of there. This is what I'm talking about.
It still won't matter after 3 years. It still won't matter after 3 years.
You ain't talk to the cousin. You ain't like you
talked to all of them. The girl went to family stuff. Everything
isolated.
Well,
She did not.
in my defense,
She still might not know even after 3 years.
After 3 years,
Man.
She might not know. No, she still might not know.
that don't help your defense because in your what you saying, man, hear me out. Just give me 30 seconds, shorty. Give me 30 seconds. What I'm saying. You saying, ooh, wait to get to know a motherfucker. She waited 4 years and look what she got.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me a motherfucking 2 months.
4 years.
It don't matter.
And all that kind of stuff. Me and my dude have known each other for 15 years, and I said openly at the beginning of my statement, I'm still getting to learn this motherfucker.
It's a combination. It's not just about time. It's not. It's about the connection. It's about the.
Relationships don't be working. Y'all just want to get in relationships because y'all see people.
Oh, Lord.
But she took her time. She took her time.
Okay, Tamar Braxton.
She took her time and look what she got.
Getting them all the time too. She ain't no good example. Bad relationship history.
Well, Bold and Blunt, submit your story to at Clubb, ACTV, or Instagram. All right. We're not going to...
We love when y'all sending stuff to get us heated, baby.
Yes, indeed. We're going to go right to picture. All right? We're going to start with a day and end with Mega. Whose butt would you eat is the question.
Which one?
Whose butt would you eat is the question.
What?
He wouldn't eat
I'll take your time. I'll take her go pick somebody. I don't know.
He's a bottle, y'all. He's a bottle.
Damn, it don't matter. So, some bottoms eat ass.
Some
too.
bottoms eat ass.
Hello.
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
I'm trying to pick one. I'm trying to imagine in my head. I'll say Damson.
Okay.
Damson, bend that shit over, man.
Okay.
I think he probably got a hairy ass, so I would probably eat the right.
You like hair?
Okay. It's Damson Edges for me.
I just feel like Delson probably is more manicured down there and probably cleans himself properly. I eat his ass before I eat Michael B. Jordan. But I mean, I eat both, but definitely Delson.
I'm gonna say Michael first, but I eat both of these things.
All right.
Ooh,
Who do you trust based on the picture?
The left. There's something about that smile.
that's the right.
You're right.
I said the smile looks a little corny, but
Oh, okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Oh, but you pick the left.
Yeah.
Y'all should already know not to trust a light skinned nigga with gray eyes. That's what happened with y'all with Jules. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm fucking around and
I'm gonna go to the other.
You go to the left.
Yeah, to the left.
Never trust. It's like never trust a big butt and a smile. So they light skin, so you can't trust neither one. But if I had, I'll pick the left.
I'll go with the left.
I'm surprised at you.
Right.
Oh, you like a light skin.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna trust God.
Go ahead, think about it.
Listen, I'm gonna go with the love. It is something about that smile. Fuck you up every time.
All right, who is the sexier
Oh,
person?
yum.
I said something about smile, but that smile, baby. Left.
You go to the left. Okay.
That's a hard one. I'm a good. I mean, he got a nice smile. You know what I'm saying? If we switch the outfits, I'll go with the left.
The left. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the left.
The left. So this is John. He's coming to do an interview on the 4th. And this is Michael. He just did an interview.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
they are ripping him to shreds in the comments. They do not like this man at all.
Well, damn, man.
Yeah.
We think you sexy, my nigga.
Between the two, I will pick Michael. Michael's the left.
They both are very attractive, but for me, I think I'm gonna go with the right only because he's sexy without trying, and you can tell in the first picture this guy's trying.
How you trying? He just
Markel, I don't know what you doing to the people that got them so fired up with you. I am gonna go and watch your interview.
yeah. I gotta watch it.
It was
I saw Luke.
Because I watched the one with the other guy.
him to shred.
But you definitely get my vote, bro. You was sexy as fuck.
They're both really attractive.
Is he an ally or?
Yeah, he knew. I mean, he knew where he was coming, and he cool.
Yeah.
But they ripping him to shreds because he is not at all what this picture gives. You know, normally, or what's been happening, let me just say that. People look at this and they get smooth, debonair, knows how to party, has a good time, lighthearted, fun. That is not who that picture is. When he sat in front of me, I was floored too. I was like, bro, who is this?
What?
Wait. Look.
I'm just saying he gives real Dr. Huxtable.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Very that. And
I can rock with that.
That's
the
even
women
more
don't
sexy. I like that.
Nobody understand. They never understand when they get that.
Does he have personality?
The women on lane.
I mean, from the interview, it's very Dr. Huxtable. It's not.
So he's well spoken. People don't.
Well, yeah, it's very tailored, very mannered.
I fucks with it, bro.
Do he give like a Cam Newton vibe?
Baby, this
No,
generation.
Oh, okay.
Doomed to hell.
It really is.
We are
But yeah, they're ripping, and I'm like, they thought he was rude to me. I was like, first of all, nobody's ever been rude to me on my interview.
Well, you don't play that shit.
Called him out on it. But he was not rude. They just wanted him to be what this image gives them, and he was not that.
Oh,
So,
shit. They wanted that text.
But shout out to Michael, because Michael knows that he don't give. He was like, I don't care. Like, bro, he hit me up. He was like, do you think I was rude to you? And I was like, I was gonna hit you up. I was like, no, you were not rude, and I don't think that. He was like, that's the only thing I cared about, because I came to do the interview and I had a good time. I said,
Man,
okay.
move this picture because I'm thinking about my faith right now.
All right. Jay, who is sexier?
Right.
Okay.
Who's sexier?
Don't do that.
Nas was hot back in the day.
Sure was. I just want to say I heard of dreadlocks, but shitlocks. But I say Nas to the right.
I'm picking Nas.
I'm gonna have to go with Nas.
I'm gonna go with Nas too.
Oh yes, Becca made a decision. Who are you
Oh,
kissing
no, he-
first?
Rihanna.
Brianna looked like she could kiss a nasty, freaky
That
kiss.
that ice. That
I don't
ice.
want no love peck.
I'm gonna go with Tina Knowles.
Is that Tina? Who's Beyonce?
I hate
I'm gonna go with Rihanna.
I'm going Rihanna because everybody always say she smells so good.
I'm gonna go with me.
Okay.
I can go down.
All right, this
saying I
is
can't
the
speak.
episode of Culture Club. Say your name and the last time you used the condom. Started with Megan with a day.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mega Body, and the last time I used a condom probably was about 6 months ago.
All right.
With who?
That is the question.
What's up, everybody? I am Cordell Omari, and the last time I used a condom was like last year or 2 years ago almost.
Oh, what's going on out west? And I can't remember. I really can't.
Hey.
Why you got all shy with the case today?
No, I don't know. What's up, everybody? This is Tyrese Gym Shoes. I'm celibate, so I'm not quite sure.
That wasn't the question.
Right before you were celibate.
It's your favorite cousin Trip.
Before you were
You know
celibate.
what I'm saying? Raw is law, you know.
Oh, right.
That's something traveling to say.
Well, what's up, yo? My name is Ade, aka African Cocoa Butter. The last time I had sex was the last time I used condom, which was in January.
Oh,
Damn, bitch. So before we get out of here, we are not promoting not using condoms.
No,
do whatever you
wrap it
need to
up.
do to protect yourself. Prep, bed on your bed, your doxy, all that. Go and see your doctor. And if you need some condoms, you can hit me up in my inbox or you can come on by a need, and I'll get you some.
Bro, it's not law, but it is a
Everybody say your cash app. What's your cash app?
$ Antoine, ANTWAN, capital S for the last name Sermons, SIRMON.
Everybody remember that shit.
That's why I spelled it out for.
What's your cash app?
My cash app is $ Daddy Decent, Daddy with an I.
My cash app is $ACTVPLUS.
How they gonna get them?
Y'all saying it a little bit too fast. I'm gonna say it slow and simple. It's $TYRICE, the number 4, like Ty Rice.
I don't even use Cash App, but I love y'all though.
All right.
My cash app is $. It's me, Ade, ITSHADE. Thank you.
Lord Jesus. Love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Lord Jesus.
It's so early. It's still early. It's only 8 o'clock.
Out of here.
It's only 8 o'clock. Listen, yeah, a day. Don't leave an empty chair a day.
I don't have any else.
Y'all wanna go picture real quick?
Be bold and blunt. Be bold and blunt. Spell club with 2 B's. Be bold and blunt. Be bold and blunt. Spell club with 2 B's. We spell club with 2 B's. Keeping it bold on the mic. Politics, love, music. Who had sex last night? It's not hard to pick one. We like to laugh and have fun. Culture Club is that podcast hosted by the realest ones. Oh, be bold and blunt. Bold and blunt. Spell club with 2 B's. Be bold and blunt. Bold and blunt. Be bold and blunt. Bold and blunt. Spell club with 2 B's. Culture Club, Culture Club. We are Culture Club, Culture Club. We are Culture Club, Culture Club. We are Culture Club, Culture